Thank you so much for all the support you gave me, guys.
Okay.
Today, I got promoted.
Those who spread goodness radiate happiness to everyone around them. Introducing LOLC Finance Credit Cards. Fuel the goodness in you.
Welcome to Living Gets Real. I'm Ashwini Vedakan. Joining us this week, we have Shamin Abideen, the founder of Palms Island. But before we get into the show, here's a little sneak peek into her life. Welcome to Living Gets Real, Shamin. It's good to have you here with us.
Hi, it's nice to be here. Thank you.
Now, Shamin, imagine you have 30 seconds on the clock. How would you describe yourself to our viewers?
Okay, so I'm an artist. I'm a mom. What people don't know about me is I was an engineer before I started this, and I used to live in Malaysia. I came down after studying, working, and then after having my son, I decided to stay back at home, and then that's how afterwards I started Palms Island.
Palms Island. Let's talk about Palms Island. Now, how did this brand exactly come about? Was like you mentioned you stayed at home, and this is after childbirth, right?
Yes, after childbirth. So basically, for my son's first birthday, I was very interested in getting this wooden rainbow as a backdrop for his photo shoot.
Okay.
And we tried sourcing it in Sri Lanka, which we couldn't find. So I tried getting it down from abroad as well, but it was quite costly and time consuming. So I enjoy DIY activities and stuff, so I thought why not give it a try and make it over here. So my husband and I actually, after a lot of trial and error, we managed to get something done, and then in time for his birthday. So after which I was wondering, I love it so much, why don't I see if there's a demand for it over here, and that's how Palms Island was formed.
And the name? How did the name come about?
So Pom is was actually my son's nickname.
Okay.
My husband used to actually, when he was smaller, carry him around like this, like a little Pom. So he used to call him Pom, and then we thought making toys for him and Palms
Island.
Yes.
Nice. This is a really unique talent. I mean, if you take a look at the products alone, there's a lot of love and care that goes into it, right? Now, you mentioned that the woodwork is something that you have hired help to create the pieces?
Yes, so I get the wood cut from a local woodworker, but everything else, painting, sealing, is all done
by you.
Yes.
Nice, it's amazing. You have nesting dolls, you have stacking cups, those are called stacking cups.
These are the stackers.
Okay.
And roly-poly. And then we've got the peg dolls. And figures is something I'm learning to work with now, carving and stuff.
It's amazing. So now, let's talk about being a small business owner in today's climate, okay? There's a lot of outsourcing that's needed for the materials, and given the current climate in Sri Lanka, how has a business like you coped?
So one thing I'm very proud of is this is 100% made in Sri Lanka. Everything that I do, I want to support another small home business or someone in Sri Lanka who is working with Sri Lankan materials. I want to make this a made in Sri Lanka brand.
Okay.
And so far, I've been so fortunate that I haven't run into any issues where I don't have materials. Maybe the only issues that we've faced is because of these power failures and lack of fuel. Issues with that. Cutting into my productive time, and also cost of raw materials sort of increasing, which it has to match up to the cost of living right now. But otherwise, so far I have been able to manage with what's going on.
Okay. So now, do you and the brand, do you all have plans to move things along? You are available on Etsy. But is there plans to start your own online platform? How is it?
That was something that was on the cards for us. My husband kept on pushing me, like, start a website. I'm very slow when it comes to that. I just like to create, but when it comes to like planning to expand, it's a bit difficult for me because I feel I want this brand to be a slow brand. I make this slowly, it takes time.
So to your pace.
Yes, and completely different to what you would get like made in China stuff where it's easily available, mass produced, very cheap, whereas this is completely opposite. I want people to appreciate the time and work that goes into it.
True.
So even opening a website would have been a bit difficult for me because everything is made to order.
Yeah.
And then at this current time, given how the dollar rate is increasing and all these fees are going to be higher, I feel like just sticking to Etsy for the time being would be okay, you know. But eventually, let's see, because I do sell abroad. If let's see how it will go. I'm hopeful. Let's see.
You're hopeful. It's amazing. It's a lovely product. It's done with a lot of care and it's just so cute. Now we've actually come to the end of our burning segment.
Okay.
Right? But we have a little game for all our interviewees.
Okay.
Just to juice things up a bit. And we'll be back with Shamin's game after a word from our sponsors.
You love the feeling of being renewed. To protect the things most precious to you. To stay beautiful every single day. To breathe just like we do, because you are truly delicate. Protecting the ones who've been with us through the years. With Sayalac Care, the only wood coating that truly protects you. Sayalac Wood Coatings from Jat.
Welcome back to the show as we continue our conversation with Palms Island founder Shamin Abideen. Shamin, are you ready for your game?
Let's do this.
Nice, okay. So now you're not going to get any time on any clock. You just have to tell me the first thing that pops into your head when you hear this sentence, okay? Ready?
Yes.
What happened last night?
Power cut.
Who is this woman?
My mom.
How do you flirt?
Oh, I don't. I'm awkward.
What keeps you up at night?
My son.
Peaches are?
Fuzzy.
Frozen is?
Elsa.
What terrifies you?
A lizard.
Did he win?
No.
I hate to share?
My toothbrush. I don't know why I said that. Oh my god.
Yellow is?
Sunshine.
When I think cake, I think?
Bad boutique.
Nice. Wow. You did quite well. You didn't need.
Thank you.
We've actually reached the end of our segment. Thank you for joining us on Living Gets Real.
Thank you so much for having me.
And that's all the time we have for this week. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Instagram to catch the latest episode of Living Gets Real. Thank you for watching and stay safe.